The Call of the Wild by Jack London. Every book in 10 minutes. In 1897, gold was found in the far north of Canada. Thousands of men rushed there to get rich. But the north was frozen and horses were useless in the deep snow. The men needed dogs, big, strong dogs. And suddenly, every big dog in America was worth money, even the happy ones, asleep in the sun. This is the story of one of those dogs. His name is Buck, and Jack London uses him to ask a hard question. Take away the warm house, the easy food, the keen owner. What is left of any of us underneath? If you watched our White Fang episode, this book is its mirror. White Fang starts wild and finds love. Buck starts loved and finds the wild. London wrote this one first in 1903, and it made him famous almost overnight. Part 1. Stolen. Buck is a big dog, half Saint Bernard, half shepherd. He lives like a king on a rich estate in sunny California. He has never been hungry. He has never been hit. He trusts people, because people have always been good to him. Then one night, a gardener's helper with gambling debts walks Buck off the property and sells him. Just like that, the king becomes cargo on a train, with a rope around his neck and rage in his throat. At the end of the line waits a man in a red sweater holding a club. Buck attacks and is knocked down again and again until he cannot stand. He learns his first new rule. A man with a club is stronger than you, so obey him. But Buck never accepts it and never forgives it. This is the door between two worlds. Behind Buck, there are rules, comfort, and fairness. In front of him, there is only force. London's point is simple and uncomfortable. Civilization is not what we are, it is what we wear, and it can come off. Part 2. The Law of Club and Fang. In the north, Buck watches a friendly dog named Curly walk up to a husky to say hello, the way dogs did back home. The husky tears her open and 40 more finish her. There is no fair play here. Fall down and you die. Buck never forgets it. He is sold to 2 government mail carriers and put in a sled harness. And something surprises him. He is good at this and proud of it. He learns fast. He digs a bed in the snow. He steals food without shame. Instincts that slept for 10,000 years begin to wake up. London calls it the Call of the Wild. Buck's ancestors were wolves, and their memory is still in his blood. Some nights, staring into the fire, he dreams of older fires and of rough men from a time before houses. The book keeps asking the same quiet question. How thin is the layer between then and now? The team's lead dog is Spitz, white, clever, and cruel. He and Buck hate each other from the first day. 2 kings on one team. Every dog knows how this has to end. They are all just waiting for the night it happens. It comes on a moonlit night. Buck and Spitz face each other in the snow, while the other dogs sit around them in a silent circle, waiting. Spitz is winning, round after round, so Buck changes the game. He stops fighting like a proud dog and starts fighting to end it. Spitz falls. The circle closes. The wild has only one punishment. Part 3. The Leader. Buck demands the lead position and gets it. With him in front, the team breaks records. But out here, being the best only earns you more work. The dogs are sold into the mail service and run day after day until their feet bleed and their weight falls away. Then comes the worst kind of owner. 3 newcomers from the city, Hal, Charles, and Mercedes, who overload the sled, run out of food, and beat their starving dogs to keep them moving. London wrote them as a warning. In the north, ignorance does not get a second chance. At a river camp, a man named John Thornton watches Buck refuse to stand. The dog is too broken to move, and Hal beats him anyway. Thornton knocks Hal down and cuts Buck out of the harness. The three fools drive on, out onto the rotten spring ice. The ice opens. The North closes the case. What follows is the love story of the book. Not romance, loyalty. Thornton is the first man who loves Buck for nothing in return, and Buck answers with a devotion that scares people. He nearly leaps off a cliff because Thornton jokingly dares him. He pulls a 1,000-pound sled through frozen snow to win Thornton a bet, and men talk about it for years. Part 4. The Call. But even love cannot silence the forest anymore. Deep in the wilderness, where Thornton pans for gold, Buck hears a long howl in the night, and something inside him answers. He runs with a wild wolf for a whole day. Then he remembers Thornton and turns back. 2 ropes pulling one heart, and one of them is fraying. Buck starts disappearing for days at a time. He hunts his own food. Alone, with patience his ancestors would recognize, he brings down a huge bull moose. The sunny estate dog is gone now. The thing walking this forest is something much older. Then he returns to camp and finds John Thornton dead, killed in a raid while Buck was away. And the last rope snaps. His grief turns into fury. For the first time in his life, man, the animal with the club, the god of his whole world, becomes prey. That night, a wolf pack pours into the clearing. Buck stands his ground and fights them to a standstill. And when they finally sit back and howl at the sky, he sits down and howls with them. He walks out of our world and into theirs. The book ends as a legend. Years later, people of the valley tell stories about a ghost dog who runs at the front of the wolf pack, larger than any wolf, singing a song from a younger world. Buck does not just survive the wild, he becomes its story. So what is the call of the wild? For London, it is everything old and honest that comfort taught us to forget. The book is not telling you to go live in a forest. It is asking a question. How much of what you call yourself is really you, and how much is just the warm house you happen to live in? Next time, we trade the frozen north for glittering parties in New York. A mysterious millionaire, a green light across the water, and the most famous dream in American literature. The Great Gatsby. Every book in 10 minutes.